Painting with henna to adorn the body is an ancient tradition practiced by women in India, Africa, and the Middle East. Christina Mendocino, aka the Henna Girl, started working with henna in 2006, when the popularity of this form of temporary body art was at its peak.
It was the rage. It was the rage. Everybody wanted it. You could go and set up in a festival and there would be a line of people. And I basically walked up and down on the beaches with a little book. And I had people, so many people wanted henna here. Oh, come to me, bring me your book, come here, come there. People just, wanted contemporary decorations. People wanted traditional designs. People wanted, Maori tribal symbols. People wanted Asian characters. And I'd just walk up and down the beach and just do henna tattoos on everybody and spend the summer, traveling around. And it was wonderful.
In 1998, Madonna made a fashion statement. In her video clip called Frozen, she appeared in the desert with long black hair and henna on her hands. Since that moment, the exotic designs became a trend.
All of a sudden, everyone knew what henna was, and this whole craze started. People just wanted henna, 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 and it became something that no one knew anything about to something that people started to really pick up on, and it became very, very trendy. So all of a sudden, women wanted their hands done like Madonna.
Henna designs range from traditional to the contemporary.
So this is a traditional style henna design right here. We have a mandala in the middle, which is a round pattern that just spirals out in layers of different designs. I've made sort of florally little tips to it, so it looks kind of like a flower. So what I did was, as I got to the fingers, I extended it with a vine design going down there. So typically, the hand designs are usually very simple, comprised of very simple patterns: circles, circles, squiggly lines, dots, little humps, leaves. But put together, spiraling out, it makes a very nice design.
Designs can be indicative of your mood or relate to the ceremony you're going to. Some of them are very elaborate and can take hours to obtain. Let's take a look at how the traditional peacock that Nipa Doshi chose is developed.
The traditional henna is very time consuming. You really have to just go for hours and hours and hours, and you'd have to stay steady. The pushing, your fingers and your muscles do get tired because it's a consistent pressure and pushing and drawing at the same time. So you're going a half hour, 1 hour, an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then the other arm, 3 hours, 4 hours, and then the feet. So, you're in a posture like this, you're crinked over, your neck is hurting, and every now and then you just have to shake out and keep going.
Henna is a paste made from the leaves of a plant. There are hundreds of recipes, and people tend to keep them secret.
The henna plant is a tannin, which it stains your layers of skin. So you'd add things that would enhance that, like lemon juice, eucalyptus oil, rosemary oil, tea tree oil. You could add hot water to it. Heat tends to activate the henna, so once you have it on, you definitely want to keep your hands warm and keep that henna nice and juicy.
Henna was started in India as a sign of good luck, and we really believe that henna gives us good luck, and so we always make it a point to have henna before the weddings, or even generally, like if we are doing a dance, we use henna, or just for a party, we have henna. Even it's very good for during the heat, it cools us down. So we use it for our hair and for our palms and feet.
Bridal henna, very serious business. The darker the henna, the longer the marriage, they say. The darker the henna, the more respect they'll get from their husband, their in-laws. The darker she wants this to come out, the longer she'll keep the paste on her hand. Ideally, she's going to go to sleep with the paste on, and in the morning she's going to flake it off. And then what happens is, once it's flaked off, it starts to oxidize when the air hits it, and then it slowly darkens.
Wedding henna parties have a very important purpose.
The women sit around and they basically educate the bride. They'll tell the bride tips for marriage, how to keep their husband in check, or how to, maybe bedroom tips, could be something else. but it's all these women of different age groups, and they're educating the bride, celebrating with the bride.
And like every artist, the Henna Girl takes pride in her work.
This is my job, to decorate people. And as much as it makes me happy and proud of what I've done on their body, I think it makes me happier to see their reaction. If they're really thankful and pleased and happy and excited, then that's probably half of it. It's just seeing their smiles and seeing them walk away knowing that I did my best.
You can find out more about henna art through TheHennaGirl.com.